Hi, and we're back in video number 2. We just finished looking at exercise 1 on page 196, and that was when the stated main idea is the first sentence in the paragraph. So let's take a look at when it's the last sentence in the paragraph. And typically authors will put the stated main idea as the last sentence in the paragraph when readers need an explanation before they can understand the main idea, or when the author leads up to an important general conclusion. The stated main idea will be found in the last sentence of the paragraph. So let's look at exercise 2 on page 197 of our book. And here, hey, look at that. We've got a heading title. So for this, excuse me, it decided to go backwards on me. Oh, come on. There we go. All right, so here we have a heading. So remember chapter 3, that was one of our clues to figure out the topic. Maybe what's in the heading is our topic. So it says plagiarism and the internet. When it comes to plagiarism, no subject poses more confusion or more temptation than the internet. It's so easy to copy information from the web. Many people are not aware of the need to cite the sources, that is, to give credit to the author when they use internet materials in their research papers or speeches. In short, if you don't cite internet sources, you are just as guilty of plagiarism as if you take information from printed sources without proper citation. So here, clearly, plagiarism and the use of the internet, those are our topics. And what is our most important point that the author wants us to know about that topic? It's in the very last sentence. And here they actually have one of our little signal phrases in short. So if you don't cite internet sources, you are just as guilty of plagiarism as if you take information from print sources. Okay? So that's when the stated main idea is the last sentence in your paragraph. All right? When the stated main idea sentence is within the paragraph, it could be that that paragraph starts with a question and then the second sentence answers it with the stated main idea. So it could be the second or third sentence that answers it, or with an introductory statement, or with familiar or interesting examples, or the paragraph begins with widely held misconceptions they wish to explain and disprove, or the paragraph starts with a surprising or controversial statement designed to get the reader's attention, then the main idea. So there are sometimes reasons why the stated main idea could be the second or third sentence, and these are that. Let's take a look at that. Exercise 3 on page 198. All right. Alrighty, so here we have it. All right. Would you like to have more variety in your workout routine? Consider joining a club. Health and fitness clubs offer members a wide variety of activities. Fitness clubs offer activities ranging from free weights to weight machines to step walking to general aerobics. Some health clubs have pools, saunas, and whirlpools and lots of frills. Others have course offerings that include wellness, smoking cessation, stress management, time management, dance, Pilates, and yoga. All right, so here our first sentence is a question. Remember, your stated main idea is never a question. Okay? This second sentence is okay as an answer, but this third sentence is really the best stated main idea because it has our topic, health and fitness clubs, because those are what gets repeated in the rest of the sentence. And then the main point, they offer members a wide variety of activities. And then the rest of this paragraph is about those activities, whereas they don't talk about activities in this sentence here. All right? So that's an example where the stated main idea is in the middle of the paragraph. And then, of course, like always, we have the gray box at the end of our chapter where there's other things to keep in mind when locating the stated main idea sentence. Those are on pages 199 to 200. Our first one, all stated main idea sentences have certain characteristics in common. It has a topic, has author's most important point about the topic, it makes sense by itself, it's a general sentence that sums up the details, and it's supported and explained by the rest of the sentences in the paragraph. And then don't forget to avoid the 3 common mistakes. All right, don't just look at the first and last sentence. It could be any sentence in the paragraph. You want to avoid choosing a sentence because it contains familiar or interesting information. And never pick a question. Stated main ideas are always going to be a sentence, but it could be the answer to that question. And then remember, sometimes authors are helpful. They will have signal words or phrases that we can use to locate the stated main idea. And here's more examples of those. And then always with a longer passage, there is an overall stated main idea too. Alright, so that's the end of our notes for Chapter 4 on locating the stated main idea. On Cobra, click over to our next video where I go over the checkpoint green exercise in the book, and we take a look at how we pick out the topic and stated main idea paragraphs. Please let me know if you have any questions about this. You guys take care.